Cogwheel recording in progress.
There we go. That's how she does it.
All right.
She decides when she wants to come into progress.
I got to get my lips lubricated lips for the pod, and I think we're ready to go.
I think we're solid.
Welcome. Don't swear in the first 5 minutes, please. I almost swore there. I almost swore right there. I almost said the F word.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
Welcome to the Buncha Grifters podcast, episode 24. It's pretty monumental. We're at 24. We're one more episode away from 25.
This is a PG episode. We only get one SHIT word or one F word.
We're going to use our one F word, and it's going to mean something. Like Blade.
Yeah.
Fucking Wolverine. Oh, man. Classic. Absolutely classic. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. This is the podcast for the week of May 16th. Yeah. Big stuff happened this week. We have a lot of fun stories to chat about.
Yes, we do.
So I've been roaming around the streets of Victoria a little bit more. Yesterday specifically was an absolute mangler of events.
Mangler.
You won't even fucking believe the things I have to tell you guys. So, Brett, do we want to? Oh yeah, my name's Jeremy.
Yeah, my name's Brett.
Yeah, just so you guys don't get confused.
Very important. You guys know who we are.
It is very important. So you'll hear my voice for 70% of this podcast, which is fine, which is good. Yeah. My goal last week, we start with our goals. My goal last week was to set 3 goals. And here, I'll unblur.
3 goals a day?
3 goals a day. I will unblur here just so that you can see.
You see that whiteboard?
Yeah, I have a... Can we? Oh, that is the wrong fucking button. Oh,
I saw the whiteboard. I saw that Edmonton Oilers sticker on there. That thing needs to go.
Yeah, they're doing an Edmonton Oilers tracker thing. But yeah, these are all mine right here. They go all the way down, and I was crossing them off.
Nice.
There was days where I didn't get them all done, but then the next day I would go back. So
Top them up.
And I also have some more stuff in my book. So it was a good week. It was a good amount of stuff done. Always more to do.
Hell yeah.
This next week, I'm not necessarily going back to basics, but I'm going back to a month ago or so. Miracle March. I'm going to be a blessing every day. I'm going to try and stay focused on just trying to help others, and being a little bit more selfless, going out of my way to be a blessing. So that's my goal.
To bless people.
Yeah, to bless them. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's good.
Yeah. How are you feeling about goals?
So my goal last week was to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, just get the day started the right way, the only way. I had a rough 2 weeks with field school, and I just felt like 6 a.m. is the best time to wake up, get all the social media stuff done, journaling. When I start work up this summer, it's going to be good to have that going. So
you want to have that routine. You want to have that routine for sure.
Like I woke up today at 6 a.m. had to finish up a last little report to finish that course, and I feel like the day's been just going on forever, and I love it. Yeah, love waking up at 6.
Absolutely.
So that's good. And then my goal this week, this is actually going to be in addition to that 6 a.m. morning wake up call, is I want to do yoga for like 10 to 15 minutes every morning because the body's hurting, and yoga does so much, man. It does more than just stretch you out. It's good for the mind. It's a form of meditation. It's good for you, and I need to do more of it. So we're gonna get that going along with the 6 a.m. because I'm piggybacking a lot here. I'm piggybacking journaling, piggybacking fucking 6 a.m. wake up calls.
Fuck yeah. Nice. That's a great snowball. That's a great snowball effect. And the more you piggyback, the easier all the goals get to be, because
for sure.
You're in your 4th week of journaling. You're in your 5th week of journaling. You're in your 6th week of journaling. It's that easy to just add, more things on there.
Yeah.
Cheers,
fuckers.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Nice green juice for me. A nice nude for Brett.
I got a neuter here.
What flavor? Pink
it's
lemonade.
A new one. It's a new one, yeah.
Wow.
When I was at the liquor store yesterday, I saw them sitting there. I've heard of them. I'm like, fuck, I don't know if these things are good or not. So I asked one of the girls, I'm like, hey, have you tried these? Are they any good? She's like, no, I haven't, but I'm waiting for someone to tell me. I was like, maybe I'll be that person. Maybe I'll be the one to tell you.
That's when you say, oh, what are you doing tonight? And then
that gape was too big. So
okay. Yeah. She let you know she had a gaping vagina.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a true story. This bitch came into my house and just said, "I have a gaping vagina." Like, shut the fuck up. I was listening back to that last podcast. Like, I didn't even believe it when I said it. That was real. That is a real human being who said that. I mean, fuck me. Anyways.
All right.
So goals, that's a great goal. I love the piggybacking. Yeah. This is a side goal, actually. I've been kind of challenging myself. Well, I've just been doing it. I have a what is it? Where's the bar? We have a pull-up bar that we put right here. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, I've been using it, and I can do 2 pull-ups now.
You do 2 pull-ups now?
I can do.
Are the hands forward or like this?
No, they're okay. Sorry, pull-ups is the wrong word.
Chin-ups?
I'm moving to pull-ups because pull-ups are harder, right? Pull-ups are what you want to be doing. I'm actually doing bicep ups. They're not even like
so the handle's like sideways.
Yeah.
So that's like a lot of the arms kicking in.
Yeah. But I couldn't do one. I couldn't. They're assisted. Like I'm still using the band, so I put my knee in the band.
That's okay.
But
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Like I don't know. It's cool. You do it once or twice every day, and there you go. You start being able to lift a little bit more. So my weight stayed the same. Weight update. Weight has stayed the same. We're still going downwards. But yeah, I'm still in the same place. I just need to up my protein, pretty much.
Oh yeah, love to hear it, bro.
Anyways, goals out of the way. Next goal, the monthly goal, make something May. Yes. Now this is exciting because this is kind of an announcement. This is a world's first actual announcement. And I can go to her right here. So if you're listening to the podcast, you can actually come and take a look with us live, or watching the podcast, I should say.
I was waiting for you to correct yourself there.
We have a website.
We have a fucking website, you guys. Holy fuck.
And all the links work. And the website.
A long time coming.
The website is real.
So, bunchagrifters.com. It's fucking beautiful.
Bunchagrifters.com. We have it. So, yeah. It's very exciting.
Feel free to go there to find where you listen to your podcast. And you can also listen to our podcast straight from it. And there's only going to be more added to this beautiful home base here. So
this is a very big start. It's definitely a start. We still have much more to come, but there's something there. So it's not just an empty screen, because we've had the website for like 2 months, but we just haven't done anything with it. So it's
exciting. I'm
very exciting.
Absolutely pumped about that.
We'll try and put like extra content on that website. That's kind of the goal. I don't know. We'll see. Like we might make it, /Patreon sort of a thing, where there's a part of the website that you have to log into Patreon.
Bonus content.
Because I don't know. I don't know how Patreon does it if they host it on their website, but there's goals. But again, that's 150 episodes. That's only 125 episodes away now, which is very interesting to say. Are you clean shaven? You got yourself down to bush, hey? Down to the stubble?
Down a little bit to the stubble, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't completely taken this fucker off. I was
trimming it, and I fucked up, so I had to take it all.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know. It's good. I kind of like this. I want to keep this going, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. All right. Oh yeah. So make something May. I made a website. So get on it. Start making stuff. Oh fuck.
You know what? Make something.
Look at what page I have up on the screen. Whoops.
Jesus, that's free content. Do you want to hear my make something May that I've been doing? I've been making dreams become reality, you guys. That has been my make something May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what regards? Making dreams become realities. In what regards? Do you want to extrapolate on that, or do you want to just leave the fans with a bunch of mystery?
I'm gonna leave them with mystery.
Beautiful. That's what I love to hear. What movie did we watch this week, Brett?
We watched Transformers 4: Age of Extinction.
Absolute fan favorite, to be completely honest. I know some people hate it. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic because Marky Mark he kills it.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I will say Mark Wahlberg is definitely an overrated actor for sure.
He has some good movies, but like when I was watching this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like those special Transformers scenes where it's like they yell like Sam,
go
go, 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 go. It's just like a quick 2 seconds.
Optimus!
Or like
Ah!
they have Mark just like look like this quickly into the sunset, like just like weird shit like that. It's just full of it. I don't
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely.
I was watching this
They got-
video on fucking who's the producer of this shit? Who makes these again? It's
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. He's every movie after I guess Transformers 3 has not been good. And
No, hey.
yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. He doesn't care about the people liking the movie. He cares about just getting the stuff out. That's what I've read. That's what I've read, and you can see it in this movie. There's so many things going on that just make no fucking sense. You have this corrupt businessman who works for this big company. All of a sudden, he's like running away from the aliens, and he's like good-hearted now. Yet when he's in the car, he's saying just run over the people anyways, and he's still, he's coming to his good side. Fucking, there's so much about this movie, man. I love it, but there's a lot not good.
There's no character development at all. There's
point. More. That's a really good point.
There's no character development at all, and that's why I think that in the third one he tried to do character development, right? Like that's what they were doing. He has to go find a job. He's just being a bum. He's got another supermodel girlfriend, so he must have a big cock. Like there's these. It's just like. Why I hated it that was half the movie, but I get that he was just trying to build the character of Sam Witwicky. But like it didn't work. So then at the end of that, he's like, okay, fuck them. If they don't want that, then I'm just gonna give them a movie. Right? Yeah. And I mean, it's what a Transformers movie should be. I honestly, the humans are way too important. The humans are way too important in Transformers movies. I don't know.
The character development, I'm totally there with you on this one. With this movie specifically, man, one of the funniest things is at the beginning when he finds Optimus and brings him back into the shop.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna fix him. He doesn't even fucking fix the guy. And fucking Optimus is all of a sudden just fucking good to go, man. He just like started him up basically.
Yeah.
Didn't even patch him up.
Yeah. All it took was jumping Optimus, one of the most powerful sentient beings in the fucking universe. And all you had to do is put 2 wires next to the thing and he did it himself. I don't know. It's
and like another confusing thing too is there's this guy, he's trying to get rid of all of the aliens, the Transformers. He doesn't want any of them on the fucking planet. But he fucking teams up with one of them to fucking kill the guy.
I know.
And then the fucking guy gives them this Transformer bomb that can turn everything into like Transformer metal. It's like happening here?
It's honestly absolutely ridiculous.
It's just like there's so much shit like Michael Bay tried to put into this movie and like he couldn't, like I don't know, there's too much going on. There's too much.
Yeah, it's definitely just like Transformer movies are what they are, and they are not what they want to be. Like there's parts of Transformers movies. And you can see it in the first one. You can see it in the second one. The third one, you can totally see it. He was trying. He was trying to make a story.
Sure. Yeah.
Nobody fucking wants that. Blade. How great is Blade? He's like, you don't fucking know who this guy is. You have no clue what the universe is like. And then all of a sudden, you're killing vampires. It's like, oh, fucking cool. I can get into this. And at the end of the movie, bitches die. He never gets the girl. It's perfect. It's so perfect, His bromance with his daddy is more important than the women. And it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
His papa.
For sure. His poppy.
Yeah. Movie, though, very exciting. So what's the next movie on the list here? Do we have that up?
Yeah, I'll get that for you. Wait, what are you going to rate that one quickly that we just watched there?
I'd have to give this movie, a 5 bag because it's actually, the Transformer bits are fun. The fight scenes are actually fun. We just need more, we don't need anything other than that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm going to give this one a 5. I love Transformers too much to not. Mm-hmm. But the next Transformers movie we're going to watch this next week that came out 2017 is The Last Night.
I love this one.
I like this one too.
I love this one a lot, actually. It's very fun. The story is perfect because it's less about the humans and it's more about the Transformers. It's the history of the Transformers. I mean, obviously the humans are always a part of it, but like it's nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So yeah, that's the movie portion of the podcast out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bang,
And
bang.
with record timing too, actually, I think we're doing
That's pretty
very
good.
fantastic. We are on a time crunch. We are recording exactly when we said we were going to record today. We're perfectly on time as we usually are. And
Fucker.
it's all thanks to Brett that we're actually just a few minutes behind. So the next topic, and this is a fun one. So yesterday, oh man, I don't know how long this is gonna take. Holy shit. Buckle your seatbelts, guys, because holy fuck. Now, I'm living with Sophia, big time, long time fan of the pod. She's actually around right now. She's trying to find my vape, which I think is in my jacket from last night, my black one. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. But Sophia, she's around. And she went to some soccer game with our other roommate early in the morning yesterday because they're Liverpool fans. Whatever the
Okay.
fuck that means. I'm not really into liver, not really into big bodies of water, so don't know what the situation is with that. Either way, I overheard as they came home because they came home and then she just started screaming at me the second she got home. She's like, "Oh, this guy is going to a soup kitchen and he wants us to come." And I'm just like, "Where did you meet this guy? What are you talking about? A free meal at a soup kitchen? Like, I'm not looking to go to a homeless shelter, okay? I already have a crow of my own. I've already trained a crow myself, Benson. So I don't want to I don't know what you're talking about." I was still half asleep too, so I didn't hear the entire situation. I woke up. I'm like, "So what? We're going to a soup kitchen?" She explained it to me. She met this fucking guy outside of this bar. He was wearing a suit. He was smoking weed. He was vaping. Had to be in his like late 50s, you know?
Jesus.
I'm alfalfaing right now. You know, older dude.
That's such a good movie, bro. Can we watch that one soon?
Little Rascals?
Yeah,
Yes!
I love that movie.
Little Rascals is fucking amazing. What's the number for 911? I don't know. That's fucking classic. Perfect writing. Perfect writing. Anyways, that's in that movie, right? That's totally a scene in the movie when they go to the payphone. Anyways,
Yeah.
thank you for the tangent, Alfalfa. Hats off to you. You're gonna have to watch the video podcast for that one. 23 minutes in.
Alfalfa.
Anyways,
Anywho, continue.
I definitely.
You sound quiet. I think you might have done something there.
Am I good?
I think so, maybe.
Is it just because I was really loud there? I was probably yelling into the mic and it does the
And
automatic
maybe my ears
adjustment.
are fucked now.
That's fine. Hey, sorry, listeners. Hey. You can still hear though, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's good now. I got louder.
Bunch of amateurs here. So, anyways, I'll continue my story. She's like, "Yeah, I met this guy. He said he goes to this like store and they eat food at the store." And I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "With his like, is it his store? Is it like what kind of store is it? It's not a soup kitchen." I found out. She's like, "Yeah, they sell like suits and watches and cologne." And I'm like, "Oh, it's a gentleman's club." And she's like, "What? What's gentleman?" She didn't say
They have
that.
a gentleman's club in
I'm kidding.
Victoria?
I'm kidding. I just always make Sophia sound like such an idiot on the podcast. She's not an idiot. She was like, what's a gentleman's club? No, but I was just like, it sounds like a gentleman's club. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, probably." And then anyways, we went, and sure enough, it was definitely, they want it to be a gentleman's club. I'll put it that way. It is, like, you go in there, they're all wearing nice suits. They're all older men, very eccentric, very interesting. They all had their own stories and backstories. One of their granddaughters was there, which was just, I don't know. She was just there. Some 16-year-old girl was just sitting there at the table with all these dudes. I'm like, "Oh, this is interesting." We sat down. We started chatting. And honestly, the conversation was great. Very cool. Very interesting people. We stayed there. They cracked some wine. We had some cheese. We had some, I thought it was like very Freemason. It was very, very culty, but in a good way, like very welcoming, good guys, very good guys. And that was enjoyable. It was just so fucking random that, sometimes your roommate will say, "Hey, let's go to a soup kitchen." And sometimes you should just go, sometimes you just got to make that effort to go. There was this older guy named Jerry who showed up in this not this bright blue, like a darker blue suit, just absolute stud, right? And he was like, he's 80 years old, Anyways, he's like, oh, afterwards, he's like, let's go get a beer. Like, let's go to the bar and go get a beer, right? And then Greg's like, oh, okay, but I want to go smoke weed. So we're walking around downtown Victoria with two men in suits, old men in suits, just chatting them up and just hanging out with some old dudes. It was cool. It was cool. Honestly, it was very interesting. Sometimes you just got to go do it. They invited us back next Friday. Apparently Friday, Saturdays, they are always there. The longer we hung out with them, the more and more we could understand that they were some wackadoodles. Absolute wackadoodles.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because like it's like they were all wearing really expensive clothes, but none of them have the money to back it, it seems. Like it's just weird. It's like they want to be seen as rich and
on a show.
And fuck me, man. I was fooled. I was so fucking fooled when I got there. I thought they were so much more important than like being well dressed. There's something to say about being well dressed. I've got to say it. Like, and that's the whole point of a gentleman's club. And I mean, this guy's I'll name drop, Simply the Best. Go check him out. He's got some really cool stuff. They sell pens. They sell belts. They sell cufflinks. They sell fucking just what you'd think you'd find in a gentleman's club, like it is what it is. And very cool. We were at the beach, and then it started getting a little weird. Not weird in a bad way, but weird in a this is weird. The old Jerry guy was gung-ho about, he's like, wait, you can grow weed? He didn't know that you could grow weed and like get a lot of it. I'm like, well, how do you think you get it? Like, and he's like, oh, we should turn my apartment into a grow up. Like, if you guys want the key, just let me know. Like, the guy was just delusional. I'm like, yeah, you are 80 years old. You are 80 years of age for sure, because you have no idea what you're talking about. And it's just interesting being able to talk to somebody who anytime we had like questions, or we were talking about stuff. I got like 4 job offers yesterday too. They all wanted to hire me and stuff. It was great. But it's like, you ask them any question about anything, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, you should do this with the that and the this. Like, they were knowledgeable on, like, fucking everything. You can tell they have life experience, and they've lived in Victoria for 40 years,
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Anyways, we left. We're like, okay, we got to get out of that. I had a birthday party to go to. Got home. Apparently, that was all good. We ended up watching the hockey game, right? The game 7s, which we're going to get into some hockey here.
Yeah,
I think it's a long time coming that we get into some hockey, because holy guac, there's some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue talking. I'm not gonna let Brett have a fucking second here. I got home. We watched the hockey game, and then around like 8:30 or something, our other friend who was out, he's like, "Hey, we have a house party to go to." I'm like, "Okay." I was drinking from 12 o'clock. We had been drinking already, so I was already fairly loose. I'd had a double G&T, possibly 2 or 3, while watching the hockey game. So I'm like, okay, went over to tequila, took a shot quick. Everybody got over, took another shot of tequila, went to this party. And yeah, it was a bunch of like graduates, like from the university.
Okay.
Like 90% of them had their doctorate, sort of a thing, in science or medicine or whatever it was. They were all just fucking nuts. But they were super chill. They were super cool. Really fun little party we went to. Met some absolute beautiful men. Just like some really cool connections to find. I'll name drop Marcus. Cool guy. We got a golfing hookup. He's like, we got to go golfing. There's apparently a pitch and putt course. So it's 9 holes in Victoria, and you just take your pitching wedge, you take your putter, and you go do 9 holes, and it's fucking $7.
Oh wow!
Like, I need to practice my pitching, so that's like nuts for me. That's huge, because I just want to get better with my pitching wedge. And like, it's all on the angles and your wrist. Like, depending on your wrist, you can get it like, 20, 30, 40 yards more. So it's cool. I don't know. And there was this other younger kid who kind of was just, I was there because we knew one of the girls, I don't need to name drop, but either way, we knew one of the people there. And there was a lot of other people that were just kind of there. And I'm like, oh, I'll talk to this guy. Started chatting with this Oren kid. Absolute stud, loves hockey, plays golf. I was telling him about how we plan on coaching a hockey team come September.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's an idea. I'd love to do it. If we have the time, like I'd love to do that. That would be so much fun to have like a hockey team to whip into shape, you know? But anyways, yeah, really good party. Lots of fun. It's interesting. It's interesting how in certain situations, especially with people who are super educated, like all those people were so smart, you can kind of just throw red herrings at them. Like I went outside at one point because I saw people were smoking weed. And I'm like, oh, I'll go smoke weed. Go outside. I'm like, where'd the music go? Like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, I know my phone or the speaker died, whatever it was. I started chatting with them. And I'd heard from one of them that one of them was a theater, into theater, right? So I like brought up some stupid curveball. Oh yeah, I'm actually in a production of Sweeney Todd, which is some fucking play I've never fucking heard of. I've only know the name of it because of The Office. Like I'm just completely talking out of my ass. And she's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. She starts talking, right? And then the other girl, I guess she was into theater. She's like, oh wow, yeah, I'm like doing a Jersey Girl thing. I'm like, no way, I've done a Jersey Girl production too. And she's like, what? Like they started talking about it. They were so enthralled in this conversation that I was completely bullshitting. And when one layer deep, and I'm like, well, you know, Jersey Girl's nice, but there is a little bit of controversy with it, right? With those two paragraphs. This other girl, who was another girl living at the house during the party, she's like, yeah, wow, I'm surprised you know about that because it is true. There is a little bit of anti-Semitic remarks in Jersey Girl. And then the other girl's like, what? I didn't know that. That's crazy. And I'm like, yeah. So but it's not like it's bad. Like it's just, you know, it's in there. I had no fucking clue what I was talking about. I had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. I was just giving it to them. I was just literally giving it to them. And like, I somehow was right. Like, way too right. Oh, fuck. We're running out of minutes. What? 20-minute limit. Anyways, yeah, so really what it comes down to is take your road, go do things, get out of your comfort zone, you know.
Absolutely.
We haven't been going to too many parties in the past year, but you know, it's good. It's like it's kind of feeling normal again. You know, there's two people that were wearing masks at the party too, which is like that's okay. We'll just silently judge you. But who knows? Maybe they're sick. The thing is that maybe they're sick because if you have if you have a cough and you have a little tickle in your throat, you're supposed to wear a mask.
You're not supposed to go.
Well, no, I disagree. I think you can go, just wear a mask. Like that is the point of a mask, is so you're not spreading your contaminated germs on people. You keep them in your mask. That's the whole point. Like Korea's been doing that. We're stupid.
Yeah, no, you're right. True, but I don't know.
Yeah, don't go to a party if you're sick. It's true. That's very true. Especially if you like think you have COVID or something.
Yeah,
fucking retards.
Like those people probably went with the intention of trying to get laid, and they're wearing masks. It's not a good combo.
That was probably one of the funnest parts of this entire night, is that every single girl that was in there was dating one of the guys in there. There was nothing other than couples. There was no single guys.
Really? Hey?
There was single guys, but no single guys that anybody wanted to. No. I think the one host was one, but she was like, anyways, she was half asleep. Maybe those hosts were single. Not my type. Not into theater girls.
Oh yeah.
But it was a riot. It was fun. We got in there, and like the second we got in there, the girls, we have like two friends. It was her birthday, and she had all the supplies for a muff dive. We went in there, and I like went up the stairs right away, and like everybody was like downstairs, I guess, chatting with the one girl. I just went up there and started talking to this one German girl, just so I had somebody to talk to, because she was just standing in the corner. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll talk to this person who's just alone right now. And within a minute of us getting up the stairs, we were in the kitchen making a muff dive and then doing it in the middle of the dance floor, and everybody was like around us cheering. Like, everybody's like, holy fuck, who are these guys? This Marcus guy, I didn't know this guy yet. He's like, who the fuck are these guys? It's turned into a party. And I'm like, that's what happens when Alpha Sigma shows up, buddy. And he just started laughing. Like, it was great. It was great. I don't know. Marcus, absolute brother. Logan, absolute brother. These guys are straight out of Surrey/Calgary, because they did not say buddy less than 15 times a sentence. Buddy, no, buddy. I'm telling you, buddy. Like, this is, no, buddy. It's funny. It was funny as fuck. I'm like, holy shit, you guys are buddies, hey? Like, fuck me. That's great. I guess I say man a lot, but like, they were excessive. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Too much buddies.
Absolute buddies, though. So I'm excited to go get absolutely sloshed with them on the golf course. So, some interesting guys for sure, and like, they're all fucking geniuses. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
kids.
I'm not gonna give people who have fucking degrees that much credit. They're not geniuses. They're just, you know, they were capable of doing it. They're all like 28, 27. You know,
They're older, hey?
They were all older for sure. Anyways, oh fuck, was I super quiet there? You get turned it around.
You're
Just
good. You're good.
talking to the wrong.
For a second there you were, but you're good now.
Okay. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Tangent of the night. You know, go do
That's
shit.
awesome.
Go
Yeah, you gotta
do
get
shit.
out there and do stuff. That's how you make memories, man. You're not gonna make them sitting at home. That's the fucking truth.
Yep. Yeah, we walked home too. It was like a 20-minute walk.
Oh, that's so nice. I can't wait for that.
Dude, I swear to God, I thought I was in the boonies. Like, I thought it was like, you know, a good 20-minute drive away, or like at least 15-minute drive away.
Yeah.
No, we were like a 20-minute walk away from home. Maybe
love
30.
that. That's amazing.
It was cool. It was really
That's
cool.
huge. That's fucking huge.
Do we want to pause here and then redo it quick?
I could probably spill you this thing in 5 minutes. I'll give you a quick.
Yeah, give her.
on.
Yeah, give her. Yeah. So
All right.
you're talking what? What are you spilling?
I'm gonna spill some shit that's going on in one of our neighboring provinces down on the East Coast.
Yeah. I have not looked into any of this, so I'm not gonna try and make too much fun, but we'll see.
So get this. The government of Quebec thinks that the French language is declining quickly, so they released this bill to switch that around. So now they're making like the French language, like the primary language there, and that if you like live in Quebec, you have to speak that language, and if you don't, you can't be helped in any way whatsoever. So it's restricting access to like people's education. So you have to take French classes now. Healthcare, if you can't speak French and you go to the doctor and you can't speak French, like they're obligated to like not help you. And then also like it's it also restricts like justice for those who like if their first language isn't French, like then they have to learn another language. So like with indigenous like communities and stuff, some of them obviously like they have like their like tribal language or whatever you'd call it, right? English. Sure. And now they have to add like French onto it. So it's just like it kind of makes you have to learn more within those like tribes. But it's fucked, man. It's not through yet. It's not a thing yet, but like
it's in the works.
Yeah, it has to go through a vote that's coming up. But like they're really pushing for
That's
it. That's
brutal.
How fucked is that?
That is so brutal. Like you can't start making what is it? What's the term that I'm looking for? Not like cultural changes. You can't put limits on cultural situation, like or on culture. You can't put limits on culture. Nor can you force people to follow a culture. That's not allowed. You can't do that.
Can you imagine? Like
that's just. I'm surprised that they're even capable of going to Parliament and being, "This is what we want to do." Like what?
Quebec's so fucked, man.
Quebec is really
fucked place.
Quebec really is fucked. Like Quebec has just done some interesting shit over the past few years, and this is dumb. Like
it's
this
fucking
is just
stupid. I saw it, dude, and I wanted to tell you about it so bad. I was like, "There's no way this guy's fucking heard of this shit."
You know, like it's like Quebec. You're not allowed to sign up for contests in Quebec. You're not allowed to win prizes in Quebec.
Really?
That's every time you see. Available in all countries except these certain states and Quebec. Quebec is not allowed. Like there's no sweepstakes aren't allowed because sweepstakes are kind of like a way of getting around doing a lottery, right? Because it's like they don't have to give you any money. It's just they can win, right, for free. In Quebec. I don't know what the situation is with that, but they just do such strange things where you can't.
So odd.
You can't sign up for free trials in Quebec. Like 14-day trials, you're not allowed to do those.
Yeah, that's stupid, man.
Because they thought that it's too intrusive marketing tactics because you'll forget to cancel it, and then it'll charge, right? It's just nuts. It's just I don't know.
It's bizarre.
That's crazy. I haven't heard about it because I haven't really looked, but that's nuts.
Yeah, crazy protests going on. But yeah, like basically French is dying, and they're trying to fix it with strict laws, and it is back.
Yeah, the French is dying, and they want to kill it. Is what I hear. It's fucking ridiculous.
Should we end this?
Yeah, we'll end this.
Come
I'll
back
stitch
and
it in. Yeah,
we'll stitch it in, and we'll get into some hockey shit.
time to talk some hockey. So I'm just actually, you know, we had this whole break. I could have, you know, but it's better to do it while we're talking, you know. What's happening in the NHL right now, Brett?
The Stanley Cup playoffs are taking place, Jeremy, and it is the best time of year.
It's honestly some of the best kind of hockey I watched.
Yeah.
In a while. It's interesting.
It's been awesome.
It's interesting how the first 4 games, I will say, were very, very aggressive, strong, you know, mean hockey.
And they're only going to get meaner.
I don't know. I feel like the second half, or, you know, second smaller half of a lot of these series have been much more toned down. I don't know.
Which series specifically?
Specifically Tampa and the Lightning and the Leafs, because they were fucking after each other in the beginning. In the first 3 games, like, it was so dirty. Yeah. You know, not dirty, but like, yeah, well, you know, like they were giving each other extra slashes and everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, Adler was giving it to what's that one kid's name on the Edmonton last night too. I'd say the same thing in the Edmonton series. Like, they were like, there's big hits, but there was not nearly as many penalties being taken. There wasn't nearly as many.
Well, yeah, I feel like those last games
penalties.
Though, you gotta play careful, right? When I was watching that Game 7, Leafs and Lightning, like, you could see how careful and safe all the teams were being, but also the refs like weren't calling shit. They were letting it go for the most part.
The refs were absolute dog shit for the first.
Some questionable calls. Oh, for sure.
Some absolutely questionable calls, and just like missed situations. Like last night for Edmonton. Was it Edmonton or was it Tampa? I think it was Edmonton. They the puck was offside. The ref screamed offside.
Yeah.
He then dumped the puck back in. And then the ref screamed offside one more time, and then 2 more times, and the official screamed offside too. Yamamoto then touched the puck in the back of the zone after both of his teammates, who were facing the same way as him, heads up and started fucking getting out because they were offside. He touches the puck. That puck goes down the end of the ice. You have to put your goalie back in your net. Like, what? Who was it? Which team was it that did this? I think it was Toronto. It was Toronto that did it. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't Yamamoto. No, it was totally the Oilers. Because
I didn't watch the Game 7.
Either way, I maybe I can't cite the right game. Whoever's watching this stuff, they know what I'm talking about. That was a fucking intentional offside, and that puck has to go down the zone. There was other little things too with the refs where it's just like, how are you calling this and not calling a 2-hand slash that's right in front of you?
Yeah.
That one hit, that first hit, by not it wasn't Kucherov. I think it was O'Reilly who hit him, or it was Oshie that hit him. 42 on it was the Capitals. It was the Capitals game.
Capitals. Okay.
There was that hit, and he hit him from the side, and he made contact with the head.
Yeah.
The guy got up right away, and he went to the bench, and he was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still head contact.
Yeah.
And like, it happened here. The ref is standing where fucking I am. Like, he was looking at it happen. So he had a perfect view of it. But for whatever reason, he deemed it a legal hit, which it wasn't. It was just like, the argument of keep your head up in that situation does not apply because he came in from the side. You can't keep your head up from people who are on the side of you. You can't get hit from the side. It's not allowed. And especially coming from behind on the side, that's even harder because it's fully in your blind spot.
Yeah.
You know? Anyways, I think that there's so many other things. And, you know, and not to completely copy Steve Dangle, if you're a fucking goaltender, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, actually? Like, what are you actually doing? Sam Smith can fuck off. Stay in your fucking net. I don't care how
Mike
good.
Smith.
I don't give a shit how good you are at dangling the puck. You lost that first game. You lost that first game for your team.
He's a good puck handler. One of the best.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and also Matthews, hey, buddy, Learn how to stay on your fucking feet. You lost the series. He lost the series in the 6th game. He fell over. He fucking fell over in the neutral zone. And then what happens? Did you see this goal? Did you see how Toronto lost game 6?
Game 6? No, I didn't watch that
It's
one.
an own goal. They put it in their net in overtime. Or is it overtime or is it the end of the 3rd? I can't fucking remember.
I don't know. I didn't watch that one.
They put the fucking puck in the net. They literally, the puck is the puck trickles through, and there's a chance for them to swat it out. The one defenseman has a great angle, and the other defenseman has a shit angle. They both go for it. Sticks collide. Puck bounces off both their sticks, and it goes in the net. They're cursed. They're fucking cursed.
Did you watch the Game 7 Toronto and Lightning game last night? I will say this, man. Like from the stats they were showing, like the top like 6 players on Tampa, they don't do shit in these Game 7s. They do absolutely nothing. Vasilevsky will stand on his head. We saw that. Didn't get the shutout. He didn't keep that streak going, but he kept the streak of winning these fucking game-clinching games. But man, I want to talk about someone specifically, and it's a guy they traded for. Nick Paul does it all, man. He grinds my gears, but like that's the guy you need. That's a guy that can win you a championship. He won them that fucking game, basically. Yeah. He just fucking got in there and got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, it is crazy for me. I know, like, we want to be a coach. We want to coach some kids. I remember when my coach taught us, he said, if you can't play defense, you won't win the game. Just that stuck with me so much as a kid when I played hockey. I'm like, oh, okay. And then you watch these fucking brats like McDavid and fucking Draisaitl, who Draisaitl shouldn't even be playing right now. Did you see Draisaitl?
I saw he was hurt, but he played.
He should not. There's no reason for that guy to be on the fucking ice.
Game 7, man.
He wasn't adding. No, but dude, he wasn't adding anything. Every time he was on the ice, it was a hole in the ice. He was brutal. The puck got to him, he could pass, but even his passes were weak. Like his shots, they weren't going anywhere. Like, dude, Draisaitl, he needs to take a break. He needs to fucking not play in the 2nd round. Like if they can't get to the 2nd round without Draisaitl, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see because that guy's gonna get injured.
We gotta do more deep dives in the hockey. I feel like we're on a bit of a time crunch here, but
okay.
I just want to quick predictions here. Pittsburgh and Rangers play tonight, and so do the Stars and the Flames. Who do you think's gonna win? Game 7s. Who do you think's got it?
For me, it's got to be Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's definitely
Crosby's back. He's playing tonight.
I think Pittsburgh's gonna do it. Okay. That's nice that Crosby's back too. And then I mean, I have absolutely no issue saying this. I want to see a Battle of Alberta. I want to see Calgary win.
A Battle of Alberta in the playoffs is like a dream.
I don't care about either of those teams, and it doesn't really matter because they're gonna whichever one of those teams wins, they're gonna lose in the 3rd round anyways. So it's really irrelevant who wins that game. But I'd like it to be the Albertans because it'll be something to watch. You know,
I have the same teams I want to see win tonight too. So
yeah. I want to see that Albertan one go to Game 7. Like
that's a moneymaker of a series, man. That could be the best series.
Those 50-50s, those 50-50s are gonna reach 2 million. I'm gonna say they're gonna reach 2.5 million. You watch. It's gonna be the biggest 50-50 in the planet. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Dude, do you know how smart it would be to put $100,000 worth of tickets into a $1.5 million pot? That's like the easiest odds you'd ever get in your life. So I wonder how many people are dropping $20,000, $50,000 in this pot, because holy fuck, how is it getting to 1.5 million? Oh my God, I just thought about that. Anyways. We'll keep an update on the 50-50, the Edmonton 50-50. I love watching that.
Yeah, we'll keep an update on that.
Anyways, we're gonna end it here.
We're gonna conclude this.
Yeah, make something May, fully in effect. My name's Jeremy. You can follow me at Jeremy Jonye. That's my Instagram. No hacks needed. YouTube and Twitch. HAX.
Nice.
And Brett.
Yeah. My name, I'm the one and only Brett P. Fligger. You can
Yes,
find
sir.
me on Instagram, just searching that up, and you can follow my
Exactly how it sounds.
you can follow my fitness brand at Earned Athletics. And today we're gonna do a little outro today. A
Oh,
little
okay.
PTA announcement. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a rating and a review, and share this episode with someone you think will benefit from it. We are trying to create a movement of grifting. Thank you guys so much.
Guys, I only want there to be chirps in the reviews. Only chirps in the reviews, but you have to give us 5 stars. That's all I
Yeah.
want. I want the Apple
5-star
reviews.
episodes only.
I want some guy down in fucking South Dakota or whoever. Where is it? Carolina. Where do they do Apple? Isn't it like in California somewhere?
I think so, yeah.
Wherever they are in California,
Maybe Texas
Apple.
now.
I want some guy to read a bunch of fucking reviews, and it's just absolute nonsense that they just cannot understand. Like, as close to Newfie as you can get is what I'm
They
saying.
got so many downloads, yet so much hate.
Yeah, no.
That's how
5
you know
stars.
you're making the right trajectory.
5 stars is 5 stars. It doesn't matter if it's a chirp. Anyways,
Constellation.
yeah, exactly. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cheers, fuckers.
Yeah.
All right.